We're going to talk a little bit right now about cable management. On this particular motor, we have an Ethernet cord, we have a universal sonar cord, we have another Ethernet cord for the 360 imaging, and a power cord for the 360 imaging. So in this motor, we have 4 cables we need to deal with. That doesn't include adding additional things such as an external down imaging transducer or a hydro wave. If we did choose to do that installation on this motor, we'd have 2 more cables to deal with. But for this one, basically it's just zip ties and electrical tape. And the other thing I like to do after it's zip tied is just run a roll or 2 of black electrical tape. And the reason being is when you cut these zip ties off, and you can cut them off as close as you think you can get them, there's still a very small but sharp edge on that. And I've just heard some stories of guys getting line caught on that, and it also protects your fingers from nicks and cuts as well. So right now, let's just say I would zip tie all our cords the way it is right now. You'll notice this coil cord, part of the trolling motor. The reason that's a coil cord is it stretches and you're able to raise your trolling motor. If you're again in shallower water, you can raise it out of the water. If I were to zip tie that right there, we don't have any slack to raise our motor. So just thinking ahead, we're going to give a little slack here. You know, this much will allow the user to raise this about 6 inches. And then we're also going to give a little slack here on that 360 unit should he decide to raise that at a later date. Now this foot pedal, actually this particular boat has a recessed foot pedal pocket, and we're going to plan on putting our foot pedal in there. Because of that, by putting the foot pedal in this recessed pocket, the base where the cord comes out is right in the area where we ultimately need to run our 2 Ethernet cords, our power cord, and our US sonar cord. So because of that, I'm just going to neatly tie all our cords to this trolling motor cable cord, and then we'll be able to shoot right down into this cabinet here, and it'll all be concealed and you can tuck it away nice and neat.